Yes, I think we're going live right now. Hello, everyone. My name is Elena, and I will be your host today in the speaking club session. Thank you for joining our live stream. And if you have any questions within the meeting, you can ask, or you can simply leave the comment down below, and whenever we see it, we are going to respond to you. And so we have our participants today, and they are all looking forward to practice speaking, to practice talking about toys. This is our subject. And so let me quickly introduce you with my co-host today. It's Sevil Bayraktar. The floor is yours, Sevil.
Thank you so much, Miss. Hi, everyone. Welcome again. Some of you are participating for the first time, so we are really happy to see you among us. I hope you enjoy the meeting. I am an English teacher as well. I'm doing my master's in English studies at the University of Helsinki at the moment. And we're just trying to enhance your language skills, especially English speaking skills. And I hope that you like the atmosphere, community, because we have a multicultural environment here and like-minded people. So I'm sure that your speaking partners will also support you in your throughout your journey to reach your goals. It's really nice to see you again.
Yes, guys, thank you so much. Thank you, Sevil. It was a really warm welcome for everyone. And we request everyone to keep your microphones off until it's time for you to speak. But your camera should be on, vice versa, so that you can see yourself in the recorded session, and we can see you. It is going to be more interactive when we see each other. All right. So let's get started. Before I break you up into groups, let me share with you, let me share the screen. I would like we to revise some toys, some games in particular. So let me, just give me a second.
By the way, I have shared a feedback form. As we have just said, you can fill out the form if you had a chance, actually, after the meeting or, during the meeting. It depends, of course.
Okay, I think you can see my screen right now, can't you? Right? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so let's just, revise the games, your childhood games. What's this one on the left? What do we call it? What's this activity? Yes, exactly. Skipping the rope. Perfect. Okay, what about the next one? There is a boy and a girl is running away from him.
Hide and seek.
Okay, it's hide and seek. It's especially good if you could check our PowerPoint, our PDF file that we shared before, so you must have seen it if you did. What about this one? There are numbers and something, interesting on the asphalt, on the road. So what is it? There are some numbers, 1, 2, 3, up until 9, I guess. Yeah, so what game it is up until 10?
The hopscotch.
All right, perfect. That's a hopscotch. Okay. What about this one with some balls, we can say? If I name it differently, you will understand the name of the game. So what is it? What game it might be?
It's marbles.
Perfect. Yes, Alia, I think said it. Marbles. Okay, I've never played marbles myself, but I know that many people used to play it when they were kids. What about this one? There is a boy and a girl, they're running. So what game are they playing? Any ideas? Okay, this is called tag. The game is tag. So I'm sure you all have been playing this game many times. So what about this one? There is a
blindfold.
Yeah, there are different types of blindfold games. They all have some certain names, but as a concept, we can call it as a blindfold game. What about this one in the middle with crosses and circles? All right, let me name it then. It's a tic-tac-toe. Tic-tac-toe. That's a nice one too. I used to play it a lot, especially when I wanted to kill time. And the last one, I'm sure you all played it at school with your teachers. It's a nice group activity. So what do you think this game is?
Missing chair.
Musical chairs. Missing, I think they're musical chairs.
Musical, yeah.
But you're right, because some of the chairs are missing. There is a chair that is, the number of chairs is never enough for the number of participants. Okay, so I just wanted to share this before we give it a go. And now let me stop sharing and I will break you up in groups. If you would like to stay here with me in the main session, please raise your hand. If you'd like to follow Civil in the breakout room, you don't need to raise the hand. I'm just going to group you up accordingly. So hello again, welcome for the ones who've just joined us. Didik, Stefka and Kamran, we can't see you. It would be nice if you could turn on your cameras. Oh, thank you, Kamran. Now we can. Great to see you. Welcome.
You too. Thanks.
Okay, so I can't see any hands. There are some reactions. So when you click the reactions button, you can click the raise hand button. And then I'll see who is going to stay, who would like to stay here in the main meeting. Alia, okay, sure. Then I will.
Where is the button?
Okay, I got you, Stefka. You want to stay here?
Okay, yes.
Okay, cool. Chia, Stefka, Alia. All right. Okay, that's perfect, because anyway, I think we will have some more people who are going to join us. So it's okay if Seville will have 4 students and I will have 3 at the beginning, because some more students will join us. Okay, so just give me 1 second. Hold on. Bear with me, please. So Kader, Seville, Kamran, Didik and Hatice, I'm assigning you to the breakout room where you will practice speaking with Miss Seville. And so just click the button to accept my invitation. She will share all the discussion questions with you shortly. Okay. Yeah, so the participants are assigning now. Alia, Stefka, and Chia, you're going to stay here with me.
Okay.
Great to see you. Great to see you. So, Alia is from Azerbaijan, Chia from Malaysia, and Stefka from Poland. Right?
From Bulgaria.
Oh, from Bulgaria, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, sorry. Okay, so let me share the questions. We will start with part 1 questions. And of course, again, we will follow IELTS format, and I will provide you the feedback after the session. I mean, at the end of the session. So the questions, here are the questions. You are going to go around the table. You will ask, you'll choose a participant and address your question to that student. We can start, since Alia has already joined our group, our meeting before. You can start. You can just choose a question and address it to anyone, to Chia or Stavka.
Me?
Alia can choose someone to talk. Alia, can you?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, now I choose Sincheva. Sincheva.
Stefka.
Name, I guess. Her name is Stefka.
Stefka, okay, I'm sorry. I will ask her. First question. What games did you play when you were a child?
When I was a child, I used to play hide and seek, blindfold game, and I don't know, is this popular in your country, but in Bulgaria, rubber jump with rubber. I don't know. Do you understand me?
To skip you skip the rope or jump over the rope. Yeah.
Jump. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, there are 2 ropes and they are tagging and you're jumping over them in different styles.
Yes, with different jump
Moves. Yeah.
it's I can explain how.
And over there are some straps, yeah, and you're
Yes.
jumping over these straps. Mhm.
Yes, maybe with
Okay.
2 legs, maybe 1 legs, and after the other legs, it's a different jumping.
Yeah. So jumping over the straps.
Yeah,
Cool.
that is only for girl. The
Well,
boys,
some boys can also participate though. Okay.
Okay. The other in the summer we like skating with nylon, not how is English? Not sit on the nylon and on the street skating.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much. Now, Stefka, choose a question and ask it to anyone you'd like.
Okay, I choose what the same question. What game did you play when you was child from Chia? Zen?
Chia, I guess. Chia, the same question. What games did you play when you were a child?
Oh, okay. So when I was a child, I think it's just typical. I would play like hide and seek and even marbles. I would play marbles. And there is one particular game I think it's quite famous in my country. It was eraser game. I'm not sure, do you all know about that? It's like you are actually flipping the eraser. I mean, each of us takes turns to actually have a move. And eventually for those who actually, I mean, the eraser actually gets overlapped with another, then that person wins. Yeah, I actually had quite fun. I mean, I had an enjoyable time playing with that, it's my childhood memory actually. Do you all get it? It's kind of an eraser when you are fighting each other.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. That's my kind of my game when I was a child.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I'm just not sure that we call it a razor game. Yeah, I think maybe straps, skipping, or
yeah,
just
skip.
the straps, something like that. We need to find a particular name for it. I'm not sure it's we call it a razor game. Okay,
Okay.
but I got you. I think you're talking about the same game with Stefan.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So it's interesting how the same games are so much popular all over the world.
Yes.
Great. Okay. So Chia, now can you please choose a question and ask it to Anya?
Okay, I will ask Alia. So, what games are popular in your country?
Okay. In our country, there are numerous games are popular, and actually, it is up to the gender. In our country, boys try to play like football and ball games, like football, volleyball, and there is some exceptions because a lot of girls also want to try to join them. I also was a girl that tried to play with the boys, like football, volleyball, and other. Um, Girls try to play like I remember that they used to play like fashion games. They try to use their dress for another shape and make like fashion. Then we also play like skipping the rope. It is so popular. It was so popular in our country when I was child. And we in the summer times almost we play the skipping role, and we also used to play uh, like rubber band. Uh, in rubber band, we also jumping over from the band. Hide and seek is also popular, and but especially little kids playing these games, hide and seek and blindfold game. That's all.
Okay, great. You managed to mention so many of them in a minute. Oh, so cool. Let's just go one more time around the corner, around the table, and I would like you to continue. Alia, ask another question to anyone you want.
Okay. Sorry. Now Stefka, I will ask her. How do people learn to play games in your country? It's third question.
Sorry, but my little girl is here and
No worries. We're used to have, two kids around and family
yeah.
members around. No worries. Online education.
What's me? How do people learn to play the games? I don't understand that.
Okay, so how do people learn to play games in your country, right? This is the question.
Yes, but how?
Maybe they learn it from someone,
Oh yeah, yes.
or maybe they read something about it before they play it, or maybe they watch some tutorial.
The people, for me, we in house, apartment house, there we were 24 kids, and we play together. And if someone of us goes to went to grandma and grandpa and learn the game from the friend in the village, and when he comes back here, learn the other children and play the new game, maybe in this way.
Okay, from year to year, from more experienced child to less experienced child,
Yes.
older to younger. Okay, cool. Now, Stavka, you can ask your question. Tariq, welcome. We can see you now. You can turn on your audio and video, please.
Sorry. And I have to ask someone. Do you think it's important to people to play games from Chia again?
Okay, you're good buddies.
Yeah.
Okay, best mates.
Okay.
So Chia.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So yeah, it's quite important for people to have fun, right? Like playing some games, it is a good way for them to spend their time by playing games, right? And I think like even now as kind of an adult, for me, I would actually play some mobile games as well, right? So I think that playing games is something that can make us relax, and yeah, and it's a good way to have our time to kill as well. Yeah, I think that's all.
Okay,
Mm.
great. Now, Chia, your turn. You can choose Alia or Tariq. Tariq just joined us.
I think I can choose Tariq, right? Because Tariq
Tariq,
haven't.
okay, you're supposed to answer Chia's question. Listen carefully.
So, yeah, I will ask back the same question. So, do you think it's important for people to play games, Tariq? What is your opinion?
Tariq cannot connect his audio, I guess. He needs some time. Let's ask this question to Alia, and when he connects his audio, he will join us. Yes, Alia.
Okay, it's so crucial to play the games and begin from the childhood, because playing games during the game you can communicate with the friends, and also you in this case you can make friends, and you can carry on your friendship. Also, it's help you to socialize with the other your peers, because the games, I think that the games join a lot of people together. Also, it has a lot of huge impact improving soft skills and developing yourself, because during play you can improve your communication skill, your soft skills, and your creativity.
Okay, great. And can you please, Alia, ask one more question to Tariq this time? Let's involve him in our speaking activity.
Okay, how do people, whom do I will ask question?
To Tariq.
Okay, what games are popular in his country?
Tariq, can you connect your audio?
He's unmute.
Yes, you're on mute. Tariq, can you? I'm requesting you to unmute yourself.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Mm.
So, Tariq, your question is, what games are popular in your country, in Pakistan? Tariq, can you respond?
There is many things are very popular, like what chipli kebab is very popular here. There are many people here visiting here for chipli kebab. They are very famous kebab.
You are in the dark. You're somewhere in the dark. Where are you?
Here is a light problem, so this way electricity problem.
Okay, okay. You're just right across the light now. Before we could see your face, now we see only darkness. You're taking us to some dark corner. As more you walk, as darker it gets. Okay, that's
Yes,
better.
now, right now,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, so
I already told you that there is electricity problem, so that's why.
no worries, no worries. It happens from time to time. So can you say again, what games are popular in your country?
Here is cricket is very popular here because everyone is playing cricket, but some are playing football. But 85% majority of 85% are playing crickets. We also playing cricket here. I love cricket, and
Okay,
I am
great.
playing with beating line.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Now, everyone had an opportunity to speak, and that means that we are moving on to part 2 questions. And there is only one question. It's a storytelling. You will be speaking for 1 to 2 minutes. And now I'm gonna mute you, Tariq, sorry. Okay, so we are going to, I'm going to track the time. You will describe a toy you got in your childhood. You should say when you got the toy, who gave it to you, explain how you felt about the toy. You may use these questions or you may come up with your own questions. Importantly, you should tell us a story which is coherent. We understand some logic behind it. So since we normally I would give a minute for you to prepare, but since we're going live, I'm afraid I can't give you a minute to prepare, so you will have to start right away if there is anyone brave enough to start, of course. And besides, if you've checked the PDF file that I've shared, you would see some sample answer and it would ease your preparation time, of course. So is anyone ready now? Who's going to tell about a toy, or should I just pick myself, one of you? Okay, then I'm going to ask Alia.
Okay, a toy you got in your childhood. Actually, I have to admit that I don't have a lot of time, a lot of toys in my childhood. I have so rare toys. But for me, I remember that the best toy in my childhood was a little doll. This doll gave me my neighbor when I was approximately 7 or 8 years old. It was so popular doll, and from my some of my peers also had the same doll, and I also wished to have this doll. And when my birth was, my neighbor knows that it was my dream doll, and she gave it me for the birthday gift, and I really was so excited and so happy. I also keep this doll so far, and I remember that I used to sleep with doll every evening, and that's all.
Let me check the time. Speak for half a minute more, maybe, or 15 seconds more. So how did it make you feel? How did it make you feel?
It felt me so excited and happy.
Why?
Because it was my dream doll. and for a long time I wished to have this doll.
Okay, good. Thank you so much. I will provide you some details back at the end, you know it. Okay, so let's move on to Chia. Chia, it's your turn. So Alia was talking about dolls. We'll see what boys are up for, what toys boys prefer.
Okay, so speaking of toys, I actually had a few during my childhood. Although I was not born in a silver spoon in my mouth, yeah, I still managed to get some toy from my parents. I remember that there is one particular toy I kind of fond of it. I actually like action figures, you know. Yeah, like those for Marvels, and well, I have a series of collection to collect these toys, and I especially like Hulk, you know, HULK, the green big giant, because it actually gave me a sense of security because he has superpower and he can actually protect everyone around him, and I think I will always bring him around with me, you know, until now it was in my bed as well. And I find it interesting, the fact is that I can actually play around with the action figures, you know. I can imagine how the action figures actually fight with another superhero and how they won the victory. You know, I can have my imagination go well during my childhood time, like, and yeah, I think that it was enjoyable for me, and I was over the moon when I was first got the present from my parents as well. And yeah, I think that would be the most enjoyable toy that I had to play with during my childhood. Yeah, and I think that's all about my toy.
Let me check the time. Yeah, you spoke for 1.5 minutes. That's totally fine, even a little bit more. I allow you all guys speak today for 2 minutes, just so that you can express yourself at fullest. An examiner during the IELTS exam may let you speak for 2 minutes, may let you speak for 1.5 minutes, and then move on to part 3 questions. So let's just ask to speak to Stefka. Stefka? You're on mute, sorry, Stefka.
Okay. I remember that I had a doll, a tall, big doll, maybe 80 centimeter. That was a present, yes, from, it was a present from Santa Claus. And very, I love this doll very much, and play with it to I was her mother, and it was my daughter, and we play family, and there are no of my friends, there are no the doll like this. I thought 80 centimeter, and it's great, can cry. And I make hair dress with she was with the long hair. We play with my friends with this doll. It was a very sweet time, time to game with. I remember I have a big, lovely memory with this game. What else?
Maybe
I
that's
don't-
enough, yes. Let me see the time.
Very
Yeah,
good.
wait a second. I think it's almost, yes. Yeah, it was perfect. As for timing, it was perfect. No, no worries
Okay.
about it.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, so girls are into dolls and boys are into superheroes, I guess. So, Tariq, your turn. Describe your toy that you got in your childhood. Tariq, you're muted. You need to unmute yourself now. Okay, let me ask you to unmute. Tariq, we can't hear you. Tariq, we can't hear you. Your audio is not connected. I mean, connect your microphone and click the button. Click the mute button. Click the microphone. I think Tariq, can you hear me? Tariq, you're inaudible. You need to click the mute button. You need to click the microphone so we can hear you. I'm asking you to unmute. Can you see my request? Yes, I think you can see it now. Tariq, can you speak now? Okay, I think he got disconnected. Let's move on to part 3 then. Everyone talked and you will all receive your feedback at the end. Now, in part 3, again, part 3 is connected to part 2. You have to speak more general about something. You can talk about trends, you can give general view, general opinion about something, some trends, some events happening in the world. It's advisable not to talk about yourself in part 3. Just give general suggestions, general ideas, opinions about the world, and try to avoid examples using yourself. Okay, because part 1, it is as a requirement, you may talk about yourself, you may rely on your own experience, and in part 3, of course, you will rely on your experience, but it's better if you give more general view on it. Okay, so let's move on. You will, Tariq, can you hear me now? Tariq, we lost you. Tariq, you're inaudible. Tariq, you need to click the microphone button if you can hear me. Your microphone, Tariq, microphone.
Now.
I can hear you. Yes. Tariq, would you like to tell us about your toy?
I already talking about childhood because I already gained some things. Okay, so I can tell to you childhood.
Yes, yes, please tell us about your favorite toy.
I can tell to you a childhood, the topic of childhood.
Tariq, your question is describe a toy you got in your childhood. Can you describe a toy?
Toy? Hello?
Toy. Yes, I'm sending all the questions to the meeting chat. You can follow from there, okay?
Yeah, I didn't see your topic. But
okay, let's just move on to part 3 in this case. Okay, Tariq, we're moving on to part 3. So, Stefka, you can ask any question you like to anyone you like. And this is going to be a both-way discussion. You will ask, your partner is going to respond and express his opinion, and then you will agree or disagree and add something on it. Okay?
Okay. What are the difference between boys and girls toys from Alia?
Okay. Actually, we have in our society we have some skeptical. It's about also related to the toys. We have like this thought that boys have to play with like toys, train, cars, and girls have to play with their dolls like teddy bears. But I have to admit that I'm against these thoughts. I don't. I think that we don't have to make differences between genders, and we have to let them play the toys as what they wish. And that's all.
What do you think, Stefka? So, Alia, as far as I understand, she says that boys and girls have no differences. They can play any toys they prefer, no
Yes.
matter what gender they are.
I agree. Every boy can to play with those and the other girls stuff, and the girls the same. If she likes the train or the car, that's no problem to play with it.
I'm
That's
sorry.
for me.
Like boys that they want to try like dolls, teddy bears, but their parents shouldn't let them play, and they try to play in a like way that the parents cannot see them. Um, I don't like this case because the embarrassment while they playing. I think that we don't have to make these differences and let them play what which they want.
True, exactly. So they may have this embarrassment and try to hide and shy away from playing. Yes, Stefka?
Sorry, but I don't understand. What is
Yeah.
embarrassing?
Embarrassment is when you are shy to play in front of others. You don't want to play in front of your parents, so you take your toy. Let's say if a boy wants to play with a doll or a teddy bear, and he's usually getting told off by his parents.
For me,
He's hiding, starts hiding and play it somewhere else, and it's because he gets embarrassed to play it openly.
For me, that is not embarrassing.
Yeah, it's not embarrassing, and it's true. And I think Alia said that if they tell the child off, if they say no, you can't.
Oh, yeah.
Play with the toy like teddy bear, you're a boy, then he will feel this embarrassment whenever he starts playing with the doll because he wants it. He's a child. He has some, idea that it's cool to play with this toy, with the doll toy, but the parents do not support it. So he starts feeling embarrassment. That's what Alia said. What do you think about it?
Okay, for that, I'm agree.
Okay, great, we agree. Okay.
I think that she second time she says that if the boys play with the doll, that is embarrassed for the mom, for example. I think that.
Well, I got your point. Embarrassment for the mom. No, I think, Alia, did I get you right?
I think in
finally a lawyer.
I said it sometimes we see some parents that say against this case. It's not about us. It is about some parents that they make differences.
Yes.
That children to intend to play in a hide places and try to hide them.
Yes.
Cool. Let's discuss another question. Chia, choose someone you'd like to discuss the next question.
So I choose Cynthia, right? The next question. do you believe that toys really assist in children's growth as a mom? Do you think?
Yes, I'm agree with this sentence because probably the toys learn the child to be to take responsibility, to take the toys like a doll to put in to sleep, to the girl, the child take care with her with his to take care the car don't broke. And with this the children grow up. What else? I cannot.
Yeah.
No, that's all for me. Responsibility.
Okay, so it teaches them some additional responsibilities that are useful for them since they're growing.
Yes, yes.
Okay, do you agree, Jim?
Yeah, I kind of agree with that as well, because aside from taking responsibility, I think toys also like helps the children to be happy, right? When playing the toys, they might release the dopamine to feel happy and have fun. And most importantly, as what Alia said, we can actually the child can actually share the toys with other friends, and this actually enhance the communications and building bonds and friendships when we are able to get to play our toys together and have fun. Yeah, have interactions, have social. I mean, it will be a good way in the long run in terms of building social relationship, and in terms of yeah, and in terms of like maybe for girls, like they can actually opt for like cutlery toys, right? Yeah, they can actually learn how to cook. It's kind of fun for them as well as an entertainment. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, now we can, Alia, maybe you can ask Chia another question and discuss it together.
I'm sorry, I lost the question. I lost internet connection, and I rejoined.
Question number 3.
I cannot see question number 3. Maybe you can ask for me.
Or does modern technology have an impact on children's toys?
Okay.
So asking as if Alia is asking me, right? So I'm gonna answer
Alia is
first.
asking you. You will discuss. You will start this discussion, and Alia will agree or disagree.
Okay. So in my opinion, I reckon that modern technologies has a very huge impact, on children's toys. As if you can see that nowadays technology are getting more and more advanced. So the manufacturer will actually develop develop new ideas in designing the new toys, right? They are using different materials to build out toys, maybe like to attract the children to have more fun with that. Then I think that technology has really has really given an impact, right? And yeah, in terms of designing and in terms of uh, promoting, because like nowadays the toy companies might utilize the social media to advertise their product, their toys to to the children. And if let's say the child is swiping, is looking through the Facebook or other social media page, they might get attracted and might as well persuade their parents to purchase the product. So I can see that technology actually got a role in encouraging, on the children's toy in terms of the design of the toys and in terms of the publicity as well. Okay. I will.
It was a bit complex.
I know.
Okay.
So, Alia, how do you think about it?
I also say I also agree with your point, and I wanted to add some ideas. First of all, I want to mention that now this technology changed the toys features. First of all, we see a lot of a number of toys, especially cars, trains, that we can control with them with remote controls for the long distance. It's so popular nowadays, and almost every child has this kind of toys. Also nowadays we see a lot of audio toys that they repeat the words and phrases after kids. And this type of toys we see in a lot of kind of toys. Also nowadays we have some robots. They can move, they can play with the battery with the battery. And I want to mention that in our childhood we don't have the toys, this kind of toys. And sometimes maybe this kind of toys improve the children's brain, but sometimes I don't think that it's so useful for them. I actually think that the best toys is toys that you can touch, you can build, and I don't like the toys which is related with the technology.
Thank you so much. Okay. Guys, we have to move on to the feedback part, if you don't mind. Yes? Ready? Okay, the feedback is announced to be, to start. Okay, we have, let me just have a look at all the questions and at all your responses. And firstly, I would like to congratulate you on all your attempts. And you've been doing just great today. You all managed to express yourself and to speak. And I would like to start with Stefka. Stefka, it's your second meeting today. And I can see some significant improvement. It's just second class, but you can follow much easily than rather than first session where you were unsure what to do, what the lesson flow is going to be. You understand more questions, and your contribution is more extended. Because if we compare it with your first meeting, your sentences tend to be too short, and your answers were quite short as well. So today you showed off your skills almost at maximum, I believe. Of course, you have a room for development. Tariq is going somewhere. Tariq, where again are we going?
Sorry, mistress. Here is a signal problem, so that's why.
Okay, that's interesting. I feel myself like in the game, you know, like when we're playing first-person game, computer game. I feel myself in a first-person computer game, and something is going to happen now. I can see your house in tiny bits. Okay. All right.
Mistress, I'm a beginner student. I did APC 12 class. So if I made a mistake, so you can follow me, okay?
Sure, no worries. Okay.
I have a lots of vocabulary, but I can't speak very well.
No worries, no worries. So we are talking about Stefka right now. So Stefka, of course, you have room for development. You need to work on your grammar. You need to learn some more complex grammatical structures. and you need to add up on vocabulary because now it tends to be basic, and you need to work on it a little bit more. And of course, some pronunciation features. For instance, can you repeat after me? Hey, hey. This is hey.
Here,
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you
Here.
say, Stefka, hey?
here,
Here.
Just a
here,
second. Wait a minute, Tariq. Hey.
here,
You say hair, it's hair.
hair,
Hair.
hair,
Air.
hair, here,
Can you show me your mouth? I can't see your mouth now. Air.
here,
Just say one sound. It's a diphthong. Air.
here,
No hair. Don't forget about hair right now. Just say two sounds. It's a diphthong. Air.
air,
And now, perfect. Now just add h at the beginning. Hair.
hair, hair,
Perfect. Now you managed to pronounce it correctly. Hair.
hair.
Yeah. Okay. You need to polish on diphthongs. In English, we have some diphthongs. It's one, a sound which has some two mini sounds in it, I will try to simplify it for you. Okay, so the next one, as for grammar, when you were talking about toy, you needed to stick to past. But you used, at times you use past, at times you use present, so it was all wobbly. We play with my friends. You said instead of we played. Yeah, we played with my friends. So you need to stick to past when you describe something happened in your childhood.
Yes, yes.
Yes, and you said today I'm agree. Agree is a verb, so you just need to say I agree. We don't need auxiliary verb to be copulate to be here, so we just say I agree. It's very common mistake.
Yes.
I agree. Can you say that?
Yes, I agree.
Perfect. Good. And when you described, I think, how toys help child's development, you said to sleep. I think you meant to put a toy to bed. To put a toy to bed. Yes, not to sleep.
Yes.
Yeah. So there is a phrase to put a toy to bed. Like
yes.
To put to bed.
Okay.
To take care, yes, this is right. To put to bed, to brush hair, to look after, you could also say to look after, it would be also relevant, to take care or to look after. So the word choice wasn't right. And you said, you gave an example. So sometimes your sentence tends to be choppy and I understand where you're heading to, but I struggle to understand it completely. So you said car, don't broke. You could say, another example I would like to give is car. If a child is looking after car, he should be careful for not to break it.
Okay. Yeah.
No, you don't say don't broke. You say not to break it. He should be careful for not to break it. That's the way you could put it. Yeah, you could express it. But rather than that, as I've mentioned, your expressions, your contribution was quite relevant. Thank you so much. Do you have any question?
Not for now. I'm glad to be here and learn English. Thank you very much.
It's our pleasure.
Thank you.
To have you over, and let's move on to Chia. Chia, your first, it's your first
Yeah.
session here. You are a newbie. And I think what you have impressed me with is, of course, the vocabulary and the variety of grammar structures that you have used, and the fluency and coherence. Everything is at place, and I can understand you pretty well. Your pronunciation, of course, you have some slight Malaysian accent, but you are intelligible. I can understand all through. And that's perfect. That's just perfect. And what especially made my day today is the fact that you checked the PDF, and I could understand it because you used to have the silver spoon in my mouth. I think you said this one. So that is the idiom that we were giving you in the PDF. Then that's great. You used it in the right place, and that added some complexity and variety to your lexical resources. Because, you know, if you want to score band 7 and above for IELTS, you have to use less common idiomatic metaphorical expressions. That's a requirement. Sometimes, of course, you had some grammar mistakes, which is totally fine. You can just focus on them. You can record your voice and listen back to your recording and find out where especially you make more mistakes. For instance, during my childhood, you were talking in part 2, you were talking about your toy. I was first got the present. If my connection was correct, my internet connection was correct, I heard it, I was first got the present. So first and was and got together, that didn't, that is of course grammatically incorrect. So I first got, not I was first, I first got the present, and then you continue talking. I'm trying to find some more. Well, I don't want to criticize you today much. Of course, you had some inaccuracies in grammar at times, but for the most part, your vocabulary really covered up these discrepancies, I should tell you, because you talked and you used really high order vocabulary, dopamine, enhanced friendship, interaction, socialization, in the long run, I reckon huge impact, more advanced. What else? So lots of you know, high order vocabulary that was used by you today. So you covered that for your inaccuracies in grammar, I believe. And even for band 7, you may make some mistakes. Yeah, but of course you need to you know, make it, you want to score higher.
I think sometimes like when I'm lacking of idea, then I will be disorganized, you know. Like for that question, I think part 3, I was lacking of idea, then I will keep on adding, but I it seems to be irrelevant. Yeah. Maybe the topic I'm not so familiar with this topic. Yeah. Is there any way to conquer if let's say I'm actually in the real exam we couldn't say no right for the question? We are not sure the answer.
Sorry, can you say again? Come again, please.
I mean, if that question we are unsure how to answer, can we actually admit it that it is, I'm not sure about that? Yeah, and
Of course, naturally, if you're not sure about saying something, you can simply say, express what you have in mind and say to the examiner, well, actually, I'm not really sure about that. I've never thought about that before. That's new. subject for me. And I'm muting you. And then you can just say, okay, off the top of my head, and say what you think, what you assume it might be. And no one is going to judge you on that. Okay, important is to speak at length and to express your ideas and to demonstrate the examiner your vocabulary, grammar, and how fluent you can speak. And as your pronunciation, as I've mentioned, your pronunciation is pretty clear. Of course, you can work on some intonation patterns, but you know, you don't have to sound like a native to score high. That's for sure. Okay, thank you. Do you have any questions, Chia?
No, yeah, thanks a lot for today. I learned a lot as well.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure. My pleasure to have you around, and stay tuned till the very end because we didn't finish. Now I'm going to provide some feedback to Alia. Alia, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear.
All right, great. So it's your second time that you're coming to our event. Thank you for your trust and support at the same time that you believe in our sessions and what they really give you. And we try to have most of our students are the participants are repeated participants. So once they come, they keep coming on and on. And we are really happy to see similar faces. So I want to focus on part 2 and 3 because part 1 is usually easy for most of the students, and you did it just perfect. You demonstrated great vocabulary in part 1. You made lots of examples, and there is nothing more to talk about. But part 2 and part 3, this is the place where you have to work on a little bit more. Again, like for many other students, you need to be consistent in the choices, in the choice of tenses. So you start in the past, and then you continue in present, and then past simple again. So, for instance, I don't have a lot of toys in my childhood. I didn't. Yes, you need to say I didn't have a lot of toys in my childhood. That would be more valid expression. What else? There were some sentences when you tried to explain and express yourself, but they were not all clear to me. So you could start and then drop it and then restart your sentence. So you need to try to be more consistent. So start and finish your sentence. Make less restarts in your speech. As for pronunciation, the sound you pronounce as z. Like in birthday. Can you pronounce it, please?
In birthday. I said birthday.
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 Okay. And the word this. Yes. So you tend to say it as the sound. It's the sound. Okay. It's the tip of the tongue should be visible when you say this sound. Birthday, this. So that it will enable you to make the right sound. Well, so and all your contribution is overall relevant, as I've mentioned. Sometimes some sentences do not really sound clear and grammatically correct to me, and you need to work on it. And you also need to work on making your sentences more complex and by the help of some grammar structures that we teach as well in our speaking club sessions partially, and vocabulary. You need to lift it up. Yes, take your vocabulary to another to a new level, and we also do it in our speaking club. So mainly we focus on vocabulary in the speaking club sessions that we carry out, so that you can also join if you would like to. And at the end of today's session, I can tell you how you can do it. So, but you've done a great job, and you pick on language easily, and you have quite good language already. Just you need to, make it perfect.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. And I think we have Tariq. Tariq, unfortunately, you came a little bit late, and I couldn't, take much notes of your speaking. You answered just one question.
Another one is active. That's why camera is off.
Yeah, it's okay. So yeah, guys, it would be nice if we could see you now. So you talked about cricket and the football, and you said majority of person playing cricket. The majority of people, not person, person, many people, the majority of people play cricket in my country. Not playing, but play. It's regular action. Present simple should be used here. So, and you need to extend your answers. For now on, they tend to be too short. Even for part one questions, you need to use at least 2-3 sentences. That is going to be enough. And for part 2 and part 3, you need to be more explicit and more extended. Thank you for coming. Anyway, guys, let me just ask you to stay and take some picture. But before that, I can't see any questions from the audience on the YouTube. So I would like to thank the viewers of our YouTube channel, and if you'd like to become the members of our speaking club, I will attach all the links below in the description to this video, and you'll be able to join us, and we are happy to welcome you in our speaking club meetings, events, free events, paid membership club. And it's been a pleasure to see you around, and thank you for watching us that long, that you've watched up until the very end. So it's been Alena here with you today, the IELTS speaking coach, and Miss Seville. She can also have the floor to say goodbye to our YouTube viewers.
Yeah, thank you so much, Miss. But actually, it was a great session for me. We had a great time here, and if you'd like to join us for in our future events, just send us a message, or you can just comment below this video. And thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you among us in the near future.
Yes, guys, you can also say bye to the ones who watch us live.
Okay, thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you.